Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like your thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about this month's hits and shits of the month. No, this month's hits and shits. These are products that I've been experimenting with, trying, or come to my final conclusion of in the past month. This month being, I don't even know what, where are we? March. It's been a different month, you know. I was 31 this month. A lot of things are happening in the world. I guess that's it. That's my review of the month. But I want to take our mind away from all that and just talk about something that really doesn't matter. I need to start off with this product because I never thought this would happen for a long time. One of my hits of the month is a physical exfoliator. My skin used to be quite resilient, but later on last year, I kind of realized that it's I've put it through a bit too much. And also with my mild rosacea, sometimes it means that chemical exfoliators can irritate my skin a little bit. I'm quite good with like a 4%. They're absolutely fine in my T-zone, but when it comes to my cheeks, they can really irritate my skin. So that's where I've been using physical exfoliators. I've not been using a physical product. I've been using what are those little spongy things called? One of those. But HOLIFROG's latest release, I'm going to have to read this, the Popp-E Renewal Scrubby Wash. And this is a physical exfoliator with poppy seeds and bamboo powder. The powder is so fine. It's so fine. It kind of reminds you of a slightly more physical enzyme wash. You know, those powders, and you sometimes feel like a little bit of scrubby. This reminds you of that a lot, but a little bit more scrubby scrub. My problem with physical exfoliators in general has always been that if you're not careful with them, you can do some damage to your skin. No, physical exfoliators aren't the devil. They aren't the worst thing in the world. But I feel like with physical exfoliators, because the scrubbing particles are usually quite big, you have this natural urge to scrub it into your skin and want to feel a harsh scrub on your skin. What's great about this is the bamboo powder is so fine that you just lightly glide your fingers over your face. And you can feel that bamboo powder, but it's not painful. Not once was my skin left red, raw, or irritated from this. This has some really nice oils in it as well. It has apricot kernel oil, not apricot kernels. That contains vitamin E. Then you also have vitamin A and C from rosehip oil. And then you also have some essential fatty acids in here. And what's great is this doesn't leave your skin dry like a lot of wash-off exfoliants does. This actually leaves your skin feeling quite moisturized after. They describe this as a polite face scrub, and it really is. It's really non-intrusive. I love the HOLIFROG cleansers, and when I saw that their new release was a physical exfoliator, I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm not gonna like that, and I'm gonna have to say I don't like it. But this was gifted. But when I got it, I was like, oh my god, it felt really nice. Literally didn't have to even put pressure on my face, then rinsed it away, and yeah, my skin looked nice and glowy after, not irritated whatsoever. HOLIFROG for me are quickly becoming a brand like E-Nature, Crave Beauty, where I just seem to like all their products. They've done no wrong for me at the moment. And with all those brands, I'm always scared that their next release is going to be something I don't like. But for me, HOLIFROG is just really good. Really good. Let's move on to a shit, and unfortunately it's something from NeoJen. I love NeoJen, one of my favourite K-beauty brands. But this is their Real Ferment Micro Serum. You guys know how much I loved the essence, and I still love it. I just need to use up all my other essences before I then rebuy it. And because this is pretty much the serum form of the essence, a lot of people asked me to review it, and a lot of people were like, you're probably going to love this, and I really thought I'd love it. Both the essence and the serum contains a very generous amount of fermented ingredients, 61%, sorry. And I love fermented ingredients in my serums, in my essences. It's great for fine lines, wrinkles, the overall quality of your skin. When I introduce fermented ingredients into my skincare routine, I really feel like it makes such an obvious and huge difference. It has rice in there to help brighten the complexion, and in general, hydrate and moisturize. The essence is nice and light, and I've always described it as being like full fat water. It's hydrating and nourishing, and it leaves your skin looking glowy. The serum is a little bit thick and a little bit sticky, and it kind of feels like you're rubbing watered down craft glue onto your skin. It's difficult to kind of spread and rub in. It's got more of a thick and consistency of a moisturizer. it's not, to me, it doesn't feel like a serum. And it feels like there's something on your skin. It feels like you've got something on there, which obviously you do, but with skincare it should settle into the skin. This constantly felt like there was something there, like to physically touch as well. And when you have oily skin like me, especially on the nose, this isn't the best feeling. It's a nice hydrating serum. If you've got dry skin, you're probably actually going to love this, and it's probably something I would have used more in the thick of the winter. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe like a hydrating light serum. I was expecting just the essence basically in a pump. I don't know, just something light and hydrating rather than thick and a little bit suffocating. It's not shit, it's just not for me at this time. My next hit is something that I've talked about quite a few times before, but I've kind of like reintroduced back into my routine because it's hyaluronic acid free, and you guys know I'm trying to avoid that a little bit. This is the E-Nature Birch Juice Hydro Essence. But this is such a nice hydrating essence that it gives me that instant plumpness and dewy looking skin. That is something I miss from hyaluronic acid. However, I feel hyaluronic acid always gave me a temporary plump effect, whereas I feel like this birch juice is going to give me that effect in the long run. Birch sap or birch juice, which you'll see it as on the ingredient list, is such a good hydrating product. It also helps retain moisture. Brands are actually swapping out plain water from their products and putting in birch juice, because not only does it do what water does basically, but it retains that moisture, and it's got a load of other nutrients and benefits in it as well. I've said that in like nearly every video I talk about it, but this also naturally contains niacinamide, which I love, but it's mainly about that plump instant dewy look it gives me that is long lasting. The next shit is another Sun By Me product. I swear, like I've always got Sun By Me in like negative videos. It's not a negative video, I'm just sharing my thoughts, but it's another disappointing product by them. This is the Bye Blackhead. I was so confused. It's called the Low pH Pore Care Bubble Cleanser. I didn't know if it was a mask or a cleanser to begin with, because it bubbles up and you're meant to leave it on and let it bubble up like you would do a mask. But no, it is a cleanser. Whenever a product claims to remove blackheads or when it foams up, I should know it's just a gimmick. I've got enough experience with K-beauty as it is. Like, I should have known that this isn't going to work the way it says it does. But there was so many people who recommended this. Actually, there was like maybe 4 or 5 people that sent me before and after pictures of using this, and their skin looks so good after. So I was like, wow, it actually works. And that's what made me buy this. It has BHA in it, so that's a blackhead removing part. This is what bothers me about products though, and stuff I know that I fell for and I don't know why. What annoys me is when brands make a claim about their product that represents one ingredient, then kind of run with it. BHA is always referred to as a blackhead removing product, so put BHA in anything and then they call it like blackhead melting liquid, you know, that kind of stuff. And apparently this contains 16 different types of tea, including green tea, which I actually really love. My skin always looks fresher and clearer after. It's got antioxidants in it, and it has been shown to very potentially reduce the appearance of enlarged pores, but is one of the only kind of like natural ingredients that has been shown to do this. It says it has green tea leaves in it that act as an exfoliant, but I don't know about you, but whenever you get exfoliants that are green tea leaves, I feel like it doesn't do anything. I feel like you can't even feel it on your skin, and it's a bit of like a, like, oh, okay. Like they just put it in there to look fancy. This also contains tannin, which is basically an astringent, and you can feel that dryness. This has a dryness to it like you've used a clay mask and left it on too long and then you wash it off. And I feel like that's how it gives the appearance of smaller pores and cleared out blackheads, is it takes away any oil that can make your pores look even slightly enlarged. So you're supposed to apply this to the face and leave it on for 5 minutes, let it bubble up, add water and rinse away, rubbing gently, exfoliating with those green tea leaves. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a good BHA cleanser, like a cleanser of salicylic acid, but to call it like blackhead by blackheads, it's just a bit like, I don't know why I did it. Oh, I don't know. It's like a BHA cleanser that's wrapped up in a bubble mask gimmick and an instant blackhead removal gimmick, you know? It's just a bit tedious for a cleanser. Like, I don't want to leave it on for 5 minutes. The cleanser is the least amount of time like I want to have a product on my face for. I just kind of want to like get it on then wash it off, you know? I feel like Sun By Me have really, really good products, but they wrap it up in these just gimmicky names and titles like miracle toners and stuff like that. It's just like, calm down and stop using words. You know? Stop using words. I feel like I got more hits than shits, really. Like, I could have talked about way more products, but we'll leave it at that for now. As I mentioned, let me know if you love any of these, any of the shits. Let me know if you hate the hits, and let's have a discussion down below. But that is it from me now, guys. I'll see you next time.